Greetings, I am Toglin, Hell's Harlequin, but you may call me Tog. So I want to apologize in advance because you're probably going to be hearing quite a bit of background noise. My little one's quite babbly lately, and she's always trying to get my attention. Hence one of the reasons why I've been a little reluctant to record anything. Well, on to the topic at hand. Cosmopolitan UK has declared Tess Holliday strong, fit, and 300 pounds. Now, I question all of those statements. Also find it really funny that Tess Holliday on numerous occasions has stated that she does not want her health questions, yet here she is on Cosmopolitan magazine making a statement of her health which puts her health right in the middle of public scrutiny. Tess Holliday is the largest plus-size model featured on the cover of a major magazine. Now, I personally wouldn't call her plus size, I'd call her plus size squared. Now, is she 300 pounds? That's a question a lot of people have, because if she weighs more than that, that calls her out to be a major hypocrite, considering she started the hashtag #FYourBeautyStandards, as well as she claims that you can be healthy at any size. If it's healthy at any size, why would you lie about your size? So I have a picture of her at 300 pounds, next to me at 190 pounds. Well, let's be completely fair with the picture of me 190. That was a few years back, and I was 10 pounds heavier than I am now, yet 2 sizes smaller, because I was quite beefy. I still have a bit of a layer of fat on top of all that beef, but I tend to actually gain muscle easier than most people. But I figured me and Tess are a good direct comparison, because one thing I've noticed is that we have very similar frames. You might be like, what? No, if you actually look at our bone structures, we're both rather broad-shouldered, and we tend to both carry a lot of weight around the top and the arms. Ugh, I hate my arms. I'm pretty sure if I was the same size as Tess Holliday, I would carry weight almost exactly like her, as well as we both have that hourglass shape where the top of the waist is quite narrow compared to the rest of the body. There is a possibility that Tess isn't lying and she truly is 300 pounds and not heavier, considering that fat takes up a lot more volume than muscle. But if all of that is fat, that completely discredits the statement of her being fit, because you'd have to have a decent amount of muscles to have any sort of perceived fitness level. Can you be fat, fit, and strong? Well, you can definitely be fat and strong. When I was my biggest, which would have been in high school, I have no idea how much I weighed. I know I stopped weighing myself when I hit around 230, but I was a size 18 pushing a size 20 depending on the brand, and I could curl 40 pounds with one arm, and everyone found that very impressive. I know I could also lift other things really heavy, but that's the one that sticks out in my mind, and I'm in my 30s, so please excuse me if I can't remember all of the things I could lift, but I know I could lift a lot more than most of the guys. Now, I couldn't run to save my soul, not at all. I was really good at endurance, though. I could outswim, outhike, and outwalk almost everybody I know. But, like I said, cardio stuff, not my thing back then, even though right now running is my main source of exercise. Would I have considered myself fit back then? To be honest, probably not. Why? Because my diet was completely horrible. I was consuming about 2,000 calories a day in soda. To explain this, my mother started working at a gas station at the time, and they allowed me to come in and have free fountain drinks. And oh boy, I took advantage of that. And that was probably why I was so heavy despite all the working out, and despite that my normal meals seemed pretty healthy. When it comes to fit is an extremely subjective term. But my personal definition of fit is someone who's capable of above average activity compared to the general population. I do believe you can be fat and fit to some degree. Sort of like when you look at marathon participants, you always see that woman who's like a size 14 getting in some of the higher placements in the marathon, or you see the dude with the gut doing the same thing. Now, I would consider those people much fitter than the average person. So like I said, my personal opinion on fit is that you have to be fitter than average to be classified as fit. When you're a certain weight, I don't necessarily think it's possible to be fitter than the average person, because even if you're fit compared to other people of your size, that's a pretty low standard. So as for Tess Holliday, her being strong is debatable, her being fit, definitely not. And her being 300 pounds is debatable. But you may be thinking, well, at least she's encouraging other very large people to work out. I'm not entirely sure if that's a good idea, because people of that size have to be extremely careful on how they work out. If it's going to the gym, let's hope that gym has a swimming pool and perhaps a water aerobics class, because I kind of agree with Alan Roberts from Every Damn Day Fitness that when you're a certain size, you have to be extremely careful on the weight you put on your joints. So either take a water aerobics class or find a personal trainer who specializes in training the morbidly obese. Otherwise, she's recklessly endangering other very obese people. When you're morbidly obese, it's very easy to injure yourself, and injuries take a lot longer to heal. If a morbidly obese person ends up bedbound due to their injury, they are much more likely to pile on the pounds even further. One thing that we really need to stress isn't just exercise, but diet. No amount of exercise can outrun a bad diet. I know firsthand from experience. Well, these are my thoughts. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I wish all of you a pleasant rest of your day.